I am live on YouTube and TikTok, and I'm about to go live on Facebook. Let's see how to get this done. Oh, okay. All right. So now I know that I can share. Let's get ready to go.
Recording in progress.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. This is Tammy Morrison, and I am live on Facebook in a minute. TikTok, thank you for joining me. YouTube, thank you for joining me. Let's see. Okay. All right. Sound just 1 second. I'll be ready. It is so much fun and just a joy just to be able to do this. Actually. So, while I'm waiting for it to go live on Facebook, the joy just to be able to do this. Okay, there it is. So, while I'm waiting for it to go live. Okay, now let me share it out, y'all. Okay. All right. One more time. All right. One more time. Okay. All right. Now, I got everything set up. Okay. So thank you for joining me. Now, I got everything set up. Okay, hold on. I got So thank you for joining me. Okay, so I had so much feedback on Facebook, y'all. I don't know what the hell. But let me. All right. All right. So now I have everything together. Okay, so this is Tammy Morrison. For those of you that don't know me, I am an intuitive energy alchemist, which means that I work with energy. I work with healing. I do different types of modalities, different healings. And I have been a healer I'm like a 4th generation healer that I know of. I've been still doing research to see if I can go farther back than that. But that is like amazing to me, just to find out that information. So, I'm super, super excited to be coming before you. I apologize, that is like awful. But it's outside and I can't close the window because it's too damn hot. All right. So what I did, I pulled a card for us to get started. So I pulled a card, and it is from the Energy Oracle cards. And so I pulled a card on the 6th chakra. 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. All right. So, yeah, you can go. Whoever you are, you can go, because I'm not even trying to play those games. All right. All right. So, the 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. This very powerful Archangel Metatron brings brilliant indigo vibrations to your brow chakra. So, that's this one. Or your 3rd eye, which is the center devoted to insight and clear thought. When this card appears upright, it indicates a much greater clarity in your thought process and an expanded perspective toward broader horizons. Some new perceptions are taking hold and the clouds of confusion are clearing. In some ways, this could be a new beginning, for you're on your way to developing a deeper insight about what's going on in your life and why. Now is the time to focus on your personal vision. What do you want your life to look like in the years ahead? Create a clear picture of that and support it with your daily thoughts. The insight you need to create a vibrant life is available to you now. So, Jungle Monster, this is my life. So you don't come on here telling me what the fuck to do. Number one. Number two, in the description it says I'm doing a master class. You go ask somebody else if you cute, because I ain't got time to deal with it. All right, so that is where I'm going with that. All right, so I'm getting ready to get started on this master class. I really appreciate it. Okay. All right, blocked. Okay, so super excited to talk about this subject. I shared a little bit about who I am and what I've done. I want to talk a little bit about how I got to this place. So I got here because I was in this place where I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my life. I had gotten divorced. I was another fucking nut. Let's block that one. Okay. All right. So I had gotten to this place where I was trying to figure out, where am I going? I was divorced after 20 years of being married to a man that he just didn't know how to love. Just didn't know how to love. And we had a couple kids, so I stayed all that long time. So anyway, I was at this place where I was trying to figure out where I was going to go. So where do I go from here? And I know that many women get here, and men too. After you've been in a relationship for a long period of time and you're trying to navigate, where to go, because you're trying to decide, do you even want another relationship? Do you want, what do you want? Especially at the place where I was, where my children were grown. So that wasn't a hands-on thing, a hands-on requirement of me, daily, to take care of children and make sure that they were where they're supposed to be, and get them where they needed to go, and all these other things that we have to do as mothers and fathers to make sure that our children are safe and sound and happy and, taken care of, and all these things. So I was at the point where I was done with that. And so I was trying to decide, where do I want to go for my next, 50 or so. Because here's the thing, I got married at 19 years old, so I was married for 20 years. And so at that point, I was still young, and my children were grown, and I was trying to figure out, where is the direction and what did I need to do? Enter spirit. Now, I was raised Pentecostal holiness. I was, in a church, non-denominational church with a Pentecostal flair. Went to ministry school and all these things, so I understand, the Bible, and I understand God, Christ, all of that. However, I knew that there was more. That there was something else that I was supposed to get to, something else that I had to move. And so as I started, diving deep into myself and just asking the questions, and I started, I actually got a mentor that came into my life that helped me to shift some things so that I could understand and to deal with the limiting beliefs that I had, because I had a whole bunch of them, y'all. Most people do. Yes. And so most people do. So it's like, okay, you believe this because why? Why do you believe this? And I gave an example before about the bacon. So in my family, everybody cuts the bacon in half. Everybody does it. And so I asked the question, why do we cut the bacon in half? And so my grandma said she cut the bacon in half because her mama cut the bacon in half, because they had a lot of kids to feed, and so they cut the bacon in half to make it stretch farther. And then the other piece was they had smaller pans at that time. Now they're making the pans fucking huge. Back then they didn't have pans like that. They had smaller pans. And so they made it, cut it so they could fit it in the pan. Well, my mother does the same thing, and I do the same thing, and I taught my daughter to do the same thing, to cut the damn bacon in half. Now, we didn't know why we were cutting the bacon in half, really. You know what I'm saying? It was just something that was passed down, just a limiting belief that was passed down, because if you think about it, that belief is steeped in lack, because it's steeped in the fact that you don't think you have enough food to feed, the people that you need to feed with that bacon. So that's one of those things that, we do unconsciously, that we have no idea why we do it, what is the point of it, any of those things. And so today I want to share a little bit about the spiritual gifts. And if you're watching me on Facebook, which would be great, then you can see my screen share. But otherwise, I will talk about it for everybody else who's not watching me on Facebook. Okay, let me find my why. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna get it together. All right. Okay, here we go. All right, so I'm talking about these spiritual gifts in everyday life, because here's the thing, guys. Spiritual gifts we can use in everyday life. We don't have, they're just not confined to people that, can read, people that share. It's not just confined to that. It is for everybody. It's for all of us to use. That's why they're called gifts. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about is there are 4 spiritual gifts that are prominent. Now we have some, other gifts that are prominent, some other minor gifts, but the 4 major ones are clairvoyance, claircognizance, clairaudience, clairsentience. And clair means clear in French. So everyone has spiritual gifts. They're classically known as psychic abilities. So really, we all are psychic. So it's not delegated to just a few people. We are all psychic. We all have psychic gifts. And I always say this because I just love this quote. Write this down, put it in a conspicuous place, repeat it to yourself. I live in a divinely inspired universe. I have nothing to fear. I trust in myself. And when I do so, I trust in the very wisdom that created me. So I thought that was so powerful. So that's exactly why I included it there. So when we begin to embrace our spiritual gifts, we open up like a flower. This translates to amazing revelations, the gifts that we have had all our lives that are now being utilized to its full potential. So it's things that you've had, things that you've done. Sometimes people know that they're claircognizant, but they don't know what that is. So claircognizant, they know that they've seen things, in their mind's eye, or that they've seen things that, clairvoyance. Clairvoyance is the first gift we're going to discuss. So clairvoyance is clear seeing. Clairvoyance is the psychic power or ability to see objects, animals, and people despite distance involved. Clairvoyants see like a movie screen. Clairvoyants can also pick up on past and future events. Now, not all people that are clairvoyants can pick up on all of those things, but some can, some can, some can't, or some are not able to at that time. So clairvoyance is often used as a general term that includes other extrasensory visual abilities such as telepathic communication and perception, prophetic visions, and lucid dreaming. So that is, in a nutshell, what clairvoyance is. So clairvoyance is powered by the third eye chakra. Since this chakra is physically located on the head, blockages can manifest as headaches, issues with sight or concentration, and hearing problems, people who have trouble listening to reality, who seem to know it all, or who are not in touch with their intuition may also have a block. When open and in alignment, it's thought that people will follow their intuition and be able to see the big picture. So the next spiritual gift that I'm going to talk about is claircognizance. It's that little notion that you get when you know something and you don't know how you know it. That's claircognizance. So if people call you a know-it-all because you just seem to know things, like for me, how that manifested how that manifested for me when I was younger, I could always guess people's ages. I used to say that I could work at the fair and I would make good money. You know, when you go to the fair and they ask you, they want to guess your weight or your age. Well, I could typically do that. It was like something that was easy for me, and I'm still able to do it very good. But it's something that was one of the first things that I recognized was a part of my a gift that I had, because I just didn't realize, but I could always do that, and I still am really pretty good. You know, I could guess people's ages sometimes. Sometimes I can guess their weights, you know. And so I didn't realize that that was a part of my claircognizance gift. That is one of the things. Oh my God, why do I have to do this with these people? All right. So, let's move on to the next thing. Okay, so how it works, claircognizant people are usually known as know-it-alls, simply because they know things they don't even know how they know them. There's this deep sense of knowing inside. When you are at work and you automatically know something, oftentimes you get an aha moment. The answers to problems and questions will just pop in your head, and you will instantly know it is right information. What is really happening is that your spiritual team is passing on information to you. They typically say, I know, people that are claircognizance. So claircognizance is powered by the crown chakra. The crown chakra is linked to every other chakra and therefore every organ in this system. So if you think about it, the crown chakra is the chakra that governs all of the organs. And so it affects not just all of those organs, but also our brain and nervous system. It is considered the chakra of alignment, and represents our connection to our life's purpose and spirituality. Those with blocked crown chakra may seem narrow-minded, skeptical, or stubborn. When this chakra is open, it is thought to keep all the other chakras open and to bring the person bliss and enlightenment. As these are all energetic centers of the body that correspond to feelings, one of them probably resonated with you as you were reading. A different one may resonate with you tomorrow. It's likely that one resonates with you more than any others as a continuous problem, a chakra where you often deal with blocks. Other blockages may pop up every now and then. In the chakra system, these patterns have specific terms and there are recommended treatments. Clairaudience. So clairaudience is when you hear things other people don't necessarily hear from spirit. You're experiencing clairaudience. So when you hear things which transcend time and space, you hear things in the distance, you hear audible voices speaking to you, someone who hears information from the mind and not the ears, because it's telepathic information coming into your mind. So clairaudience is powered by the throat chakra. As one would expect, this chakra is connected to our ability to communicate verbally. So voice and throat problems, as well as any problems with everything surrounding that area, such as teeth, gums, and mouth, can indicate a blockage. Blocks or misalignment can also be seen through dominating conversations, gossiping, speaking without thinking, and having trouble speaking your mind. When in alignment, you will speak with compassion and feel confident when you speak because you know you are being true to yourself with your words. So in other words, you know that you are in authenticity and in alignment. So if you're having issues with, speaking, with being seen, with gossiping, with just saying shit out of your mouth without thinking, with having trouble speaking your mind, then typically you may have some type of misalignment or block that needs to be cleared in order for you to move forward in your life in that area. All right, so the last gift is clairsentience. So clairsentience, when you feel things other people don't necessarily feel, you're experiencing clairsentience. Clairsentience is a type of energy reading performed by especially empathic people. When clairsentients sense other people's emotions, they will feel them physically. Clairsentient messages are generally more complex than pure feelings, and such input can offer valuable guidance when helping another person who is facing important decisions. So, clairsentient is powered by the heart chakra. Blocks in our heart chakra can manifest in our physical health through heart problems, asthma, and weight issues. But blocks are often seen even more clearly through people's actions. People with heart chakra blocks often put others first to their own detriment. It's the middle of the seven chakras, so it bridges the gap between our upper and lower chakras. And it also represents our ability to love and connect to others. When out of alignment, it can make us feel lonely, insecure, and isolated. Okay, let's see. So some little known clair gifts, and we all have them. We just don't know, we're not always aware of them. Claircognizance is having clear tasting. Someone can taste something that isn't really there. For example, someone tastes chocolate, but he or she is not actually eating any chocolate. Clairalience is having clear smelling, and someone can smell odors that are not present. An example of this would be to smell some perfume or cigar, but neither of these things is present in that moment. A lot of times, people with mediumship abilities are able to use these particular gifts. Sometimes it'll show up for them, and they'll say, who do you know that smokes a cigar? Because they smell the cigar smoke, or they taste something different, like some chocolate. Maybe somebody, loves seafood or something. They have a seafood taste in their mouth, and they say, okay, who do you know that, eat seafood, that love seafood? Because there are lots of us that love seafood. So, that is claircognizance and clairalience. So let's see. Okay, so how do you see your gifts? How do you see your gifts? Now that you know the clairs, how do you figure out which one resonates with you? How do you figure that out? So, the best way is to take a few minutes and start to feel the energies around you. Begin to look at the area where you are. Scan that room. Then close your eyes and breathe for a few minutes and start to take note of what you saw in the room. Can you see an item, or can you hear a sound? Like I took this out yesterday, this crystal. You can see it. You can look at it. What I do is take it and circle it around. Look at the bottom of it. Look at the tip. But just really look at it and really drink it in and really just see what it is. Can you, when you put it down and you close your eyes, can you describe it? Can you see it in your mind's eye? This is the start of opening your intuition, your intuitive side, and will allow you to better understand the spiritual information that you are getting from your senses or your intuition. It is how you interpret the energy as well as connect to the other side. So these are tips about your spiritual gifts and how we use them and how to connect. So I'm going to do a meditation. I'm going to do a short meditation. Definitely we will, we have 2 more days of this particular masterclass that I'm doing. The next day is going to be Tuesday, and it's going to be around the same time. Like I said, I'm going to do it around the same time. I think about it. I might do it a little bit earlier. But this time seems like a good time. But it's 2 more days that we're going to be talking about connecting to our intuition and how to open up ourselves with our gifts and all this kind of stuff. So right now, if you have a moment and you're not driving or you're not operating heavy machinery or anything like that, and you have a moment and you can take a minute, let's connect. So I want you to first get in a comfortable position, whether it's sitting up with your feet on the floor or lying down, whatever's comfortable to you. So I want you to get in a comfortable position, and then we're going to connect. So I want you to take a deep breath, close your eyes, and let's connect. I want you to see, feel, or imagine a bright light. I can stop the screen share. See, feel, or imagine a bright light coming down from the heavens all the way into your crown chakra, all the way through your third eye and your throat, all the way into your heart, down into your solar plexus and your sacral and your root chakra, down your legs, your feet, into Mother Earth, all the way through the dirt and the grime and the oil and the water, and all the way down, all the way into the heart of Mother Gaia. So as we are into that heart, we pause for a moment. Take a breath and release. And at this moment, I want to call back every piece and every part of us from every time and space and every generation to us now. So as we bring that light up from the heart of Mother Gaia, all the way up through our legs and our feet and all those chakras, through the heart, all the way into the throat and the third eye, the crown, all the way up, up, up into the heart of Christ consciousness. Take a deep breath. Feel the connection between the heart of Christ consciousness, our heart, and the heart of Mother Earth. Take a deep breath. Let it out. Allow yourself to feel that heart-to-heart connection between your heart, the heart of Mother Earth, and the heart of Christ consciousness right now. And I want you to take that light and bring it all the way up into your heart and allow it to sit there for a moment. And then I want you to take that light all the way up, 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 bring it to the heart of Christ consciousness, connect it, and then bring it down, 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 all the way down through those chakras, all the way through Mother Earth, into a great big hole with a bubble, in which you are in the center of. And then I want to take you on a journey where you are walking on the beach. You feel the sound, you feel the air, the breeze. You hear the birds chirping and the sound of the ocean as you walk. And as you walk, you will begin to feel some of the scales fall off your eyes. Some of the limiting beliefs and the blocks that are holding you down, you begin to feel them. You'll begin to release, I'm not good enough. You'll begin to release, I need something extra. You'll begin to release, I'm not free. You'll begin to release, somebody's doing something to me. You'll begin to release, I'm a victim. You'll begin to release, I need more education. You'll begin to release, I need people. You'll begin to release, I need help. You'll begin to release, I don't know enough. You'll begin to release all of these self-limiting beliefs and all the ones that I didn't speak that you know. You'll begin to release those things. They'll begin to fall off as you walk. And as you step into gratitude and you realize that you are becoming the version of you that you have seen in your mind's eye, And you step into gratitude. And you recognize that that is where you have to stay. You have to stay in that gratitude. And it feels so good to you to be there. And so as you stand there, you'll see that your energy is opening up. Your chakras are beginning to be unblocked. You're beginning to feel empowered. You're beginning to know that you are unstoppable. And so as you begin to walk back toward your house, you begin to know, you begin to feel like life is golden and that you are unstoppable. And that you have found your medicine. And then you stand in gratitude and you thank your guides, your angels. You'll thank Jesus. You thank Archangel Michael. You'll thank Archangel Gabriel and all the rest of the archangels that are there in your presence. You're surrounded by grace. Take a deep breath. And as you arrive at your house, you open the door and you realize that you are just where you are supposed to be. That everything is always working out for you. That money is looking for you and it finds you daily. You remember who you are and you remember who you were called to be. Take a deep breath. Now open your eyes when you are ready. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here with me. And if you're on Facebook, I could not see any comments, but I will go back and check them out when we're done. So again, thank you so much for hanging out with me. This has been such a blast. I have truly enjoyed this, and I will be back again. You know what? I forgot I didn't have to work tomorrow, so I might come back tomorrow and do day 3. I thought I had to work tomorrow, but I don't have to work until Saturday, which is such a blessing. Thank you, Jesus. So I'll come back tomorrow and do day 3, and that way we can just do day 4 next week. How about that? That is amazing and awesome. I didn't even think about that. So I will see you guys tomorrow, same time. We'll be doing this again, and so I would invite you to follow me. Follow me for more, because I'll be doing more training. I also have a group on Facebook that is Ready, Set, Heal. It's my healing group. And then I also have a writing group, this Writing and Healing, or Write That Book or something like that. So follow me. You can find all that. Also, I would love it if you would sign up for this masterclass, because I have some things that I would like to bless you with if I have your email. So I have put the link in the bio. So the link is in the bio, and on Facebook and YouTube, it'll be in the comments. So again, thank you for joining me. Hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, night, or weekend. And, all right, Freddie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's been a blast. This has been so much fun. So again, oh no, I wasn't trying to end it. All right. So again, thank y'all for joining me. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I appreciate it. Like I said, I will be back on tomorrow to do day 3, because I thought I was working tomorrow. That's why I put the other 2 for next week. But I'm off tomorrow, so I will do day 3 tomorrow, and then we'll do day 4 on whatever that day is, Monday. All right. So thank you for hanging out with me, y'all, and it's been a blast, and we'll talk soon. Bye now.